Hello everybody, my name is Iris and welcome to this low pole flow class. I'm gonna teach you a whole choreography on the floor going up and then going down again. And I'm gonna break it down in little pieces. And the fun thing with this one is I love to train on both sides. So we're gonna start and finish at the same spot, but then on the other side. So then after this class, if you know what you have to do, you know where we're going, you can always practice it on the other side. I'm going to show you the whole flow first. So if you want to know what's going to happen, just take a look. And then after that, we're going to break it down. And I have a lot of different options for you to practice the moves. So first, let's take a look. So that was the flow that we're gonna do. As you could have seen, we're starting here on the floor. I'm gonna try not to say left or right too much because when I take a video myself, I find it quite confusing. But I'm right hand dominant and my tattoo is on my left arm. So that's also handy. Tattoo is left. You want to start at the front of the pole, so the mirror side or the camera side of the pole, a little bit behind it. And you can see if you want to sit all the way, if you're quite flexible in your hips and you want to sit all the way here, or if you want to sit more like this. We're only getting started, so let's take it easy. We're going to do a head circle that's going to go counterclockwise from your front shoulder, from the front shoulder to the back. So front, counterclockwise circle behind, and then make it a little bit bigger so you can go down. And then you want to have the back arm straight and the front arm bent. So there's not a hand in front of your face. You're gonna dive through it, scoop up with your upper body, bend both legs, then push with the arm that is in front of your body so you can turn open and you can make a straddle. Here, make sure that you're not leaning onto your shoulder, but that you're pushing up and that the elbow is below your shoulder, the leg is in front of you, and you can touch the other leg. Then the bottom leg is coming down, the top leg is coming to your front split, and you're gonna go down again. So, of course, this all goes into a continuous movement, as you always have in my class. I love the flow, and every ending is the beginning of a next move. So this is slow down, but later on you can make it more flowy and attach every move to the next. So let's do from the start. Counterclockwise, go down, bend, tilt, up, legs, front split, front. Then from here, the leg that was in front of you is going to go to the back. Then both of your feet go up. Your booty goes up, so you're having the weight now all on your chest. And now the front leg is coming all the way up. You're pushing yourself up and you're turning it open. And again, this is a continuous move. So from here, it's up. Yes? Let's do it again. So circle, down, legs, open, front split, and up. Now, your front arm, so the same as the leg that is on your toe, is going to do something. It doesn't really matter what you do, but you want to move it from here to the back. So you can go over your body or through your hair or whatever. Then the arm that goes to the back helps you to lift your hips a bit so your leg can come to the front. So that means same leg as the arm that is your stability, so the one that you're standing on, that goes to the front. It goes underneath, and you make a flamingo of your leg. So you switch your leg underneath your body. So when you're here, you go up, up, in, do something, go behind, open leg, underneath, and switch. Now, again, you're going to turn you're going to switch your arms. So that means that the arm that was in the back is now the arm that you're standing on, and the arm that is loose can grab the pole, either with a cupped or with a true grip, whatever works for you. You push on the hand that is on the floor, and you push on the knee that is on the floor, so you can lift your hips, straighten your back leg, and give it a big swing, so we go to the back of the pole. So up, swing, change, up. So let's do it all from the start. So let's start with the head circle. Go down, legs into your straddle, into your fake split, into your sitting position, leg to the front, leg underneath, and you're stepping to the back side of the pole. Now, the same arm as the leg that is first on the floor is in the pole. The other leg comes, and the other arm goes up, same as your booty. And you move it up. So let's all repeat this 2 times, and then we're gonna go to the part where you're standing up in the pole. So let's sit, breathe, in 4, 3, 2, let's go. So circle, down, up, front, leg, leg through, go around. Grab it, up. So we're gonna do it one more time, and I'm only gonna count at the beginning, and then we're just gonna dance together. So let's take a moment to breathe. Here we go. In 4, 3, 2, 1. Perfect. So that was the first part of this flow. Remember it, maybe you want to practice a little bit more, so then just pause the video, put on a nice song, and practice this for yourself. If you want to continue, just join me. So the flow already starts with the first step where you're coming up. What you want to do is imagine that this is your booty. So your booty goes up, then your booty goes down, left, right, and sit. So the movement I want to do and I want to explain to you is here it starts. You come up, booty, booty, sit, up. So it looks like the same move as if I'm doing it twice, but that's not really the situation. One is more of an arch and the other one is more of a wave. So the moment you step up is up, up, stay low, push your knees out. Now push your booty out, arch your back, keep the arch going, but now turn the leg open to the other side, down and back up. Then from here, you want to regrip. So my inside arm is going to come up again because I want to go to a Juliet, and I will finish the Juliet in a fan kick. So what we're going to do is you're going to make a full Juliet into a fan kick and a leg wave ending. So how do you do a Juliet? A Juliet is actually where your inside arm is up. Your outside arm is not necessarily touching the pole. The arm is not as high up as if you're having a hands-free conversation. You do want to have some space between your shoulder and the pole. Your inside leg is going to make a big step. You're ending sort of in front of the pole, where your outside leg is going to make a circle as if it wants to stir into a pot of cooking soup or something, and that starts the whole movement. So from that little bit of stirring, you go up into your fan kick. And then the fan kick you make is where you go from outside to inside. So you end on your inside leg behind the pole. So let's do that all together. And we're going to start from the flamingo sit up because that's where we're starting with our momentum. So hands cup or hands true grip. Here we go. Up, leg, leg, booty, 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 down. Booty up, regrip, Juliet, cook the pan, fan kick, stand on your leg. So that is quite an intense flow. I love all the power flows. But if you feel that that is a little bit too much for you, what you can do is you go around, turn, lift up the leg, fan kick, and now I'm doing it wrong. Sorry for that. So keep on turning and then make your fan kick and lower the leg. So instead of going into an ongoing movement, you're cutting it more into pieces. That's why this is not a choreo class, but a low flow class. So you can do it all in your own pace. As long as you finish at the same place as I do, you're doing it perfect. So let's repeat this little sequence one more time, and then we're going to continue. So sitting, arm that's close to the pole is on the floor, other arm is up. Here we go. Foot, foot, hip, 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 down, up. Regrip, around, cook the pan, fan kick, leg. Now, if you're dancing on your shoes, then probably you're quite used to standing on your toes. Even though we're now not wearing shoes, you still want to be on your toe. So it looks maybe a little bit different than when you're doing it on heels, where it goes automatic. But because you're dancing on your toe, your standing leg is completely tight. And you want to have that leg tight for the next move. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a leg wave. And then a leg wave up to the front and around. If you would do this on a flat foot, then probably what happens is this. And then everybody says, I'm not flexible, I cannot do that pretty. That's true. But a lot of these kind of moves are about faking it. And You can fake so much better if your base is stable. So remember, tight leg. Then what you do, you can easily move now on that foot, right? So when you do the basic leg wave, your body is towards the pole, your hips are going in and out. When you want to go to that open leg wave, what you do is you go to the back, same as we did in the beginning. So the foot is close to the butt. Now I turn in. So see what I do with my bottom leg? I'm now not facing the pole anymore, but I'm turning it in. And my upper body goes down. The only way to get something up is to get something else down. So we want to have that leg up really high, even though we're faking a lot of the flexibility, but it's still high, and that is because your upper body goes down. So down, and then I can go up. I also let myself fall to the back a little bit. So a couple things where you can fake the beautiful, gorgeous line in this leg wave is standing on your toe, turning in your foot, and lowering your upper body. So what we do, the whole sequence is you're coming out of this Juliet. Straight in through your leg wave. Then the leg goes to the front. I turn my bottom arm. I use my foot as a starting of my pirouette, and I re-grip my top arm, and I make a pirouette. I'm always confused with this, but I'm making a pirouette clockwise away from the pole. So clockwise away from the pole. Step, pole step. So after the pirouette, I'm making a step with my inside leg, a pole step around the pole, and a backwards pirouette. My outside arm comes up, I turn open, I go to my knee, and I sit. So this is the middle part of the floor flow. So we started down, we went up, and we ended down. So let's do it from the leg wave, and then we're going to do the whole middle part together. So we did fan kick, leg wave, open leg wave, go through the front, pirouette, pole step, re-grip it at the back of the pole with a backwards pirouette, go to your knee, and go down. So maybe I have to explain a little bit how you go down. So after the pole step, you make the backwards pirouette, you re-grip. Now you're making sort of a diamond turn, so where your knees go open, and it helps to have your front foot not on the back side, but at the front. Because then I can sort of lower it down to the floor. My other leg goes around. I re-grip my top arm again, and I'm down on my knees. So let's dance this part together twice. One time I'm gonna sort of rap you through it. Not really count, but I'm gonna say the words. Second time we're gonna dance it on our own. And if you wanna practice some more, just pause the video, and then you can practice the second part before we continue to the last part of this choreo. So we ended part one in the flamingo sit on the floor with our back arm on the pole, and our front arm is gonna go to cupped or true grip. So let's go. Around, step, step, booty, 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 down, up. Now go around to your Juliet, stir in the pan, fan kick, leg wave, open leg wave, go front, pirouette, pole step, let you finish with a backwards pirouette, and then down to the floor. So one more time. In 5, 6, 7, 8. So that was the second part of this floor flow. Catch your breath, take a sip of water, do whatever you want to do or need to do. Maybe you want to practice this part some more. And then when you're ready, let's go to the last part of this floor flow. So let's get ready for the last part. We ended on the back side of the pole, a little bit away from the pole, and you want to sit as low. So actually in the very same beginning as we started the choreo. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to do a shoulder stand on the floor. And depending on your flexibility, you're on the back side of the pole. But if you can manage, try to be on the front side of the pole. And my trick to do this thing is always a bit of a weird one, but try to listen if you can hear the neighbors downstairs. So you do not want to plant your shoulder that much on the floor because you cannot listen with your shoulder, or at least I cannot. I don't know how it's with you. I listen with my ear. So I want to place my ear on the floor. I'm going to do it a bit gentle because the mic is there, but we'll see. Then the arm that is in front, so that is on your mirror side or on your camera screen side, you want to have that one in the pole in a cupped grip. So like the Lego guys, and then with your thumb down. The other arm goes down into that listening to the downstairs neighbor position. My back arm, you cannot see it, but I will show it to the other side. Depends on your preference, but I feel that I always have my the front of my arm on the floor and not that much the back. But it depends on whatever you prefer. So what you want to do is go to a shoulder stand, and I will explain you a little trick later. Because we want to go here. And you can actually use a lot of leg strength to do it. In one of my previous videos in Exotic Tricks, I explained the same. What I very often see is that people really pull a lot on the pole to get up. If you get up, that's all fine, but your arms need to do a lot already. So if we can use the legs, please do. So my trick for this one is that you listen to your downstairs neighbor. Again, you stretch out the leg that is close to the screen or the mirror, you bend it, and you open it as far as you can. And now all the power comes from the other leg, because if you just stretch it out, then already your hips are above your shoulders, and you only have to push a little bit. So use a lot of momentum to get up. We're going to do a little leg wave here. If you feel that the leg wave is not within reach, then practice that later. But the thing you do, when these are my legs, I go up with my hip, up with my hip, up, up. So I don't do this. I always have the feeling as if you want to land the plane or something. We're not going to land the plane. We want to do exotic, flowy movement, dancing around the pole. So use your hips and try not to make the movement start from your knees. So you go down, you go with your leg wave, straddle. Now push with the hand that is on the floor, push with the shoulder that's on the floor, and pull with your arm that is in the pole. Your legs go up, your head goes to your chin, and then you're on the back of your back, behind the pole. Your inside leg goes up, your hand goes up, your leg generates a big swing, And now you're gonna come in front of the pole and arch your leg quite a lot. So you make a pretty shape when you see this from the front. So that was a lot of talk. Let's do this in a continuous flow. So we finish here, grab, listen, leg wave, leg wave, leg wave, up, push and pull, around, down. Now you're landing on your belly. Make sure you have your arms in a tricep push-up, so small. Not here, but here. Your legs are a bit open. You're gonna arch your booty. Make a sexy push-up to the back, or at least use your chest to get over the floor. Then pull the floor to go up. Make a little body wave. Head circle, down. So let's do that one more time. So we end here. Up, 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 close, over the floor, arch, close of small arms, up, circle. Okay, the last part, what you're gonna do is you're gonna keep your arms straight, have them in front of your body, and now I will show you from the side in a bit. You wanna go up into a downward dog position, scoop down, place your chest on the floor, lift your legs, go through it, go back, up. So, I want to show you from the side, and I know if you're flexible in your back, flexible in the top of your upper body, this is much easier. Luckily, we have a lot of flexibility class that just works on that specific part of your body. So if you feel that you're stuck, add in your flexibility training into your workout program, and this kind of moves will go much easier. So you go over your legs, make a little leg wave, finish it up with a head circle. Your legs go to the front, of your arms go to the front. You dive down, your chest goes on the floor, your knees go on the floor, your legs go up. You push yourself through into a cobra kind of shape. You go down with your chest and one leg goes up. And I hope when you look at it from this side, you recognize the move, because it's the same move as we did in the beginning, only now we're gonna do it from facing the front. So it looks completely different. So now back into the original shape. So you end up here after your floor roll. You go up, you go down, circle, hands in front, up, legs open. Now the outside leg is the leg that's gonna go up. So outside leg goes up. Push, and now the outside leg is gonna cross behind the other leg as if you really need to pee, but there's no toilet, so you have to hold it. So this is the position where I'm in. So I'm really hooking my leg. Because now if my outside arm goes towards the pole, the leg can cross underneath. I go up and I'm on the other side of the pole. So let's do that one more time. So I'm here. So up, circle, up, down, in, open, to the floor, up, the leg goes in, you regrip. Then the outside arm, which is your other arm because you're on the other side of the pole, comes up. Your back leg goes behind. And then again, you're gonna scoop it underneath. Then your outside arm is up, your inside arm is down. Your outside leg goes to the front into a low lunge. You can go into your teddy grip, whatever you prefer. You scoop it open. And you finish it off with a head circle. And just like I promised, we're finishing at the same position where we started, only on the other side of the pole. So if you really feel it, you can just keep on going into the other side. You're dominant and you're non-dominant. Let's do it one more time. From here, And then after that, we're going to dance it twice again, the last part. And then the class is done already for today. So just repeat this little piece. Up, circle, hands to the front, up, legs, arch, outside leg, open, change, behind, front, leg, circle. So we're going to do the third part twice. One time I'm going to rap it with you. Second time we're going to dance. And then after that you can repeat the whole choreo with the movie in the beginning of this class. So we're finishing part 2 and starting part 3 at the back of the pole with the shoulder roll, listening to the downstairs neighbors. So let's go in 5, 6, 7, and go. So leg waves. Change, around, arch, small arms, up, circle, hands, arch, down, legs, up, outside leg, around, underneath, to the front, over, head circle. So last time with just me counting in the beginning and you dancing on your own. So catch your breath. Here we go. In 5, 6, 7, 8. So this was the last part of this choreo. So thank you for dancing with me. You can now go back to the beginning of the video to see the whole flow. You can dance it with me, or you can put on your own song, do it in your own pace, and just enjoy the music. And maybe if you really want to challenge yourself, finish it with the other side after the flow. If you make a video of it and you're sharing it on socials, I love that, because now I'm just here on my own, but I love to see how you're gonna do this choreo and how you're working with it. So thank you for joining me and hope to see you soon. Bye.